In the 21st century, being a YouTuber has been one of the highest paid jobs, and it's now the most demanded career in which literally every teenager in high school wants to become. So you are a YouTuber or maybe aspiring to be a YouTuber, and you want to know how much YouTube will pay for 1,000 subscribers. You've come to the right place, and without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So you need to understand that there are certain criteria that YouTube would pay you under, and YouTube's pay is not specific. To be honest, the answer to that question, how much YouTube will pay for 1,000 subscribers, is any amount from $1 even to as much as $100,000. But believe me, people make so much money from YouTube that you cannot even imagine. And it all depends on your niche that has the exact same 1,000 subscribers. A person that has the niche of cooking videos, or a person that has the niche of comedy or gaming, these niches are the low quality niches in which YouTube will call it. So if you're in the YouTube space and you have any of these niches, yeah, it is cool. But at the end of the day, YouTube's pay is not as enticing for these niches as you think, unless you have as much as 100,000 subscribers or maybe even more than that. Now, I'm not discouraging you, okay? If you want to jump into the gaming niche, fine and good. If you want to jump into the cooking niche or the comedy niche, fine and good. But there are other niches that pay higher. For example, the finance niche, the how to make money online, the educational niche, the tech niche, the gadgets, anything that relates to the future or the world moving forward. And then you need to understand RPM and CPM. The CPM is cost per miller, in which that is how much you're being paid by the advertiser before YouTube takes its cuts. And then the RPM is how much you pocket after YouTube has taken its cut. So let me give you an example. Imagine an advertiser pays you $100 for a specific video. YouTube takes up to 40% and then you keep 60%. For majority of the times, I would tell you that that has actually been a fair deal. So it means that YouTube takes $40 and then you end up keeping $60. And also geography is something that is really important. A person that has viewers from the third world countries like the United States, the UK, the Canada, and the Australia, these are countries that have clients that can pay for what the advertisers are showing. So if advertisers want to stand in front of your video, they are obviously going to pay more because majority of your viewers come from the US, the UK, Australia, and Canada, the countries that are advanced compared to other countries. But then again, if majority of your viewers come from the lower ranged countries like the India, the Pakistan, and some other African countries, and then in that case, the advertisers are going to pay less because the clients or your viewers are not really people that have so much money, because they don't really come from the flexible background to pay for the services of the advertisers. Now, I know before you clicked on a YouTube video, you must have seen something like this. The GoDaddy ad, or this language app, in which I'll be honest, I don't even know what it's called. And you see many of these ads that play in front of these YouTube videos. These are basically advertisers wanting to stand in front of your video, and for every click you get in the video, you get paid by this advertiser a certain amount of money. Now, to the big calculation and the big illustration, let us break it down and let us see how much YouTube will pay you for every niche and every view specifically under 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. So specifically, these are the niches I have. I have the finance niche, I have the tech niche, and I also have the travel vlog, gaming, and also I have the entertainment niche. So these are the major parameters that we're going to use to calculate how much you're going to get paid. First things first, for each niche, we have the growth difficulty. Then after the growth difficulty, we have the subscribers, in which obviously it is specifically 1,000 subscribers. Then we also have the RPM, which is how much you get paid after YouTube takes its cuts from the money an advertiser have paid. Then also we have the earnings per 10K views. Then we also have the earnings per 100K views, and also earnings per 250K views. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. So from the finance niche, the growth difficulty is really hard. Believe me, if you're in the finance niche like my niche right now, it is really difficult to grow this kind of YouTube channel because you have to upload as much as 50 to even up to 100 videos maybe before you even start seeing a penny, or maybe unless you just got lucky and your videos took off. Fine and good. And remember, we're specifically sticking to 1,000 subscribers. Then the RPM of an average finance niche is about $20. So how much are you going to make with 10K views from an RPM of $20 from the finance niche? So that will be $20 times 10. Now, just in case you're confused, the RPM comes according to 1,000 views. The RPM is how much RPM is simply how much YouTube pays you for every 1,000 views. So if you have 1,000 views and you have an RPM of 20, that is $20 specifically. If you have 2,000 views and you have an RPM of 20, that is $40. If you have 3,000 views and an RPM of 20, that is $60. So that is basically 20 times 3, and on and on and on. So if you have an RPM of $20 and also you have 10k views, so that will be 20 times 10. And on that specific video, you're going to be making $200. Now, if you have 100,000 views and having an RPM of $20 on that specific video, you're going to be making 2,000 views. Then also, if you can manage to somehow work your way up to 250k views on that specific video with an RPM of $20, so that will be 20 times 250, which is $5,000. So you're going to be making $5,000 from one video, even if you have 1,000 subscribers, because subscribers is not really what is important. What is important is actually the views. And then we're going to move over to the tech niche. Now, the tech niche from my own side has a growth difficulty of medium. It's not that difficult to grow it, and it's not that hard also to grow it. The tech niche, you have to upload about 20 to maybe even up to 70 videos before you start seeing some growth on YouTube. Now, still sticking with 1,000 subscribers, an average RPM from the tech niche could be about $15. Now, how much will YouTube pay you for 10,000 views in a tech niche for a specific video having an RPM of $15? That will be $15 times 10, which is going to be 150. Then for 100k views, that will be $15 times 100, which is going to be $1,500, or in my country we call it 1,500. And also for 250k views, that will be $15 times 250, which is going to be $3,750 for 250k views with an RPM of $15. And then to proceed to the next one, which is a travel vlog niche. Now, I'll be honest with you, travel vlog niches are very easy to grow. Yes, you have to upload about 20 to maybe 50 videos to start seeing monetization, but still, it is really easy to grow compared to other niches. Now, still sticking with 1,000 subscribers, a travel vlog niche could have an average RPM of $8 per 1,000 views. So if you're going to have 10k views, that is going to be $8 times 10, which is going to be $80 for a specific video per month. And also, if you're now going to be making 100k views, that will be $8 times 100, which will be $800. And also, if you're going to be making 250k views, that will be $8 times 250 equal to $2,000 per month from one specific video. And then we're going to proceed to gaming. Now, the gaming niche is very easy to grow. Still sticking with 1,000 subscribers, the gaming niche has an average RPM of $3 per 1,000 views. Yeah, the RPM is really low. So if you're having a gaming niche, how much will you make with 10,000 views per video? That will be $3 times 10, which is $30 per one video per month. And also, if you're going to manage to make somehow of 10k views, that is going to be $3 times 100, which is going to be $300 for one video in a month. And also, if you can somehow manage to make 250k views, that will be $3 times 250, which is $750. And then we're going to proceed over to the entertainment niche. Now, the entertainment niche is medium. It's not really that difficult to grow, and it's not really that easy to grow. The entertainment niche, still sticking with 1,000 subscribers, it could have an average RPM of $16. Now, an average RPM of $16 per 1,000 views. If you get 10,000 views, that will be 16 times 10, which is equal to $160 for one video. And also, if you manage to somehow get 100,000 views, that will be 16 times 100, which will be $1,600 for one video. And also, if you somehow manage to get 250k views, that will be 16 times 250, which will sum up to $4,000 for one video per month. So, ladies and gentlemen, here you have it. Now you know how much YouTube will pay for each video, each niche, specifically sticking with 1,000 subscribers. They all vary. And also, I forgot to mention, there are various ways you can make more money from your YouTube channel. Speaking about sponsorships and affiliate deals, speaking about merch and a whole lot of these things in which you can make use of. I'm going to speak intensively in a different video about this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye for now.